Aloha and welcome to the Solar Coaster Live Show. We're here with Mr. Adrian Ray from EnduroShield. Why don't you take a moment, tell us a little bit about yourself and about EnduroShield.
Sure. So EnduroShield is a company that specializes in making nano coatings that are two forms. They're a protective coating, and also they are an easy clean treatment. And so globally, I guess our biggest market is things like shower doors. Many of the world's largest shower manufacturers utilize EnduroShield. You apply it onto your glass shower door, and so it doesn't permanently stain and etch, and then it gives hydrophobic and oleophobic benefits. So it makes it similar to the benefits of a non-stick cookware. So that translates across many different industries around the world, be it protection on buildings from cement, slurry, and etching, be it salt on a Carnival cruise liner build up on the portholes, or visibility through your windshield as you're driving as an ultra long lasting rain repellent. And so we specialize in different vertical markets, and we're just starting now to look at what we can see of how our product translates into the solar industry.
I gotta tell you, there's very few things in the industry that get me more excited than finding a product that's kind of adjacent to or outside of the industry and seeing it march in and then create this value.
I think what you said there is a really cool point. The crossover from verticals makes sense into solar. So whether you're talking about the top of the Freedom Tower in New York, the glass spire there is treated with EnduroShield because it's difficult to get to and they want to make it easy to clean. If you want to go look and search the facade of the Bombay Sapphire Gin Company in the UK, they have this absolutely amazing glass building and they're interested in keeping it clean and having rain flush it clean. So EnduroShield is on that. They're glass facades. Solar has glass on the outside. People are interested in keeping solar cleaner. By putting a coating like this on at your own situation, you're going to make it easier to clean from time to time when you do come to clean it. And the other one, of course, is when you're talking about a big commercial field. The interest of increasing the efficiency to the highest level possible is obviously the game. And if you can achieve that by putting a coating, that means you clean the panel less often. And when you do clean it, it's easier to clean. On the residential side, you're talking about one application that will last to an existing panel, potentially up to 5 years, to a brand new panel, it's going to last 10 years. So it's going to perform and have a water repellency to an easy clean level, which is they measure the contact angle of the water drops. And, you know, a regular piece of glass has a contact angle in the range of the high 30s, for example, measuring, you know, how tall the circle of that water drop is. The EnduroShield warranties are that it'll be above 70 for the time period, and they always start above 100. And you can always see that difference if you've ever waxed your car. You can see how the water beads up and it wicks off very well to start with, but it very quickly falls down. And when you can't see it performing anymore, that's when you've lost the water repellency. So the EnduroShield keeps that water repellency. And on the residential side, as you mentioned, microclimates become very important. When it rains, it essentially will flush that surface, you know, fairly clean. It will give you a fairly good clean every time it rains. Now, that varies. Obviously, I'm Australian. I come from Sydney originally. It rains quite a bit in Sydney. That's a benefit to this environment. I currently live in Southern California. It rains 29 days a year here in Santa Barbara. So do you have that natural flushing as much as you would have in Boston or London or Sydney? No, you don't, and it's a pick or choose situation. But if you were to run the hose over it, you would find you'd have that same benefit.
And one of the things that I discovered while reviewing your deck this morning actually was this, the fact that the coating, it's a covalent bond. And I remember that from, you know, high school chemistry.
Pure nanotechnology. It's actually a monomer. It's 1/1000th the size of a human hair. And it's essentially bonding to the glass and becoming the extension of the glass. So yeah, it does not fill in those microscopic hills and valleys that glass has by nature, or in a solar environment, those dimples. And of course, that becomes important when you talk about light transference and things like that.
Okay, Adrian, before we wrap this, I understand you have a bit of a message for the participants and the education sessions here at SPI. What would you like to say?
Yeah, I think, you know, coming as almost newbies to the industry, we found it really interesting to see how much interest there is in the industry itself for people to learn about new concepts, learn about new technologies. It's really refreshing from what we've seen in other environments. And, you know, in general, it's a very welcoming environment. So, you know, we're very keen to, you know, plant our flag in the environment now. see what we can do, work with everybody.
So you heard it right here, folks. We're looking for those unique value cases out there, those opportunities. Are you putting in a utility scale solar system in Saudi Arabia? Are you putting in a commercial system somewhere where it's got some unique challenges? Give EnduroShield a call. Check out their website. I'm sure there's a contact form there. Get in touch with Adrian, and we'll get these systems up and running. I myself want to see where this goes. So thank you so much to everybody. Aloha, Adrian. Have a wonderful day. Aloha to everybody at the education session and SPI and North America Smart Energy Week.
Mahalo, Josh.